just as I said, even in the church, Mr. Rogers have the courtesy to be with us, not only in Mass, but also with you. I know that you are permanent, representative so many groups, and even tribes, if I can say, but here in the Albanian mountains. So please feel free, like we are as friends now. We are not being formal, so informal,
Yes,
just to be free and ask whatever you want, and then I believe that Mr. Rogers is going to give responses for our needs and concerns, and we are pleased to have also Robert Lulgjuraj, and Mr. Rogers is a very great supporter of him, and so we appreciate that for us. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you. Great to see you. Well, first, Father, thank you very, very much. I have to tell you, my wife and I left the last time we heard your homily, it was about a year ago, and we left fired up about thank you very, very much. And if you weren't there that day, the Father talked about his journey before the homily. He took a few minutes. His journey from Albania to here, and how communism was trying to take away his right to practice his faith in the way he believed they should practice their faith. And I tell you, it was a very powerful message. Hey, Father, good to see you.
Good to see you. Blessings.
Nice to see you, Father. Thank you. And so and I have seen the Father out and around the community a bunch. And so we're, just put us down, as Christy says, as big fans, Father. and my wife says this morning in the car, is this a true story? Yeah. She said, I can't wait to get to church today. And I said, yeah, that's great. But why? And she said, because I can't wait to see the Father's smile. She loves your smile. It is infectious. You're like, everybody's happy when they're around you. So thank you. Well, thank you very, very much. I appreciate you all. The hospitality here is phenomenal. Thank you very much. And what I've learned over the course of the last 18 months or so is that if you're in a diner, odds are there's an Albanian who's running that place, which I love. The good news is you can tell I love diners. That's a good thing. But, in the seriousness of politics, I will say that for my wife and I, the week where Charlie Kirk was assassinated and followed by 9/11. 9/11 had such a big impact on our family. I served in the military. My brother served in Iraq and Afghanistan. Christy was inspired by 9/11 and served with the Department of Defense in Iraq during that time. And so that day is always an important day for all of us to remember that people do want to do us harm because we believe in faith and family and freedom and country. And that is sometimes foreign to so many people. And that's that day. And then the day before when Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I think this is, for anyone of faith, I hope they stopped and paused for a moment. Because you think about what happened. It wasn't because you had to agree or disagree with 100% of what he was saying or what he was doing, but he was willing to stand in the public square and support his faith based on conversation and dialogue. That's a powerful thing. And it was so powerful, I think the elements of the left decided that they were going to try to silence that. And I worry about this for our children. There is this dark web underneath that is constantly talking and working against what I think is faith and family and really the best interests of our country. But I will say this, I think that they may have assassinated a conservative soldier, but I think they have motivated an army of people. I have never seen such outpouring of, okay, we have to do something about it. And oddly enough, last election, a little over half of Christians did not vote. We just can't let that happen. We have to get engaged. And I'm hoping that his death did not go in vain, that these folks will understand that just having the ability, that religious and liberty freedom, the ability that we can talk about our families and what it means to our families, and be in that public square and say, here's the thing is I know my faith tells me are the right boundaries and moral guidelines for life. And really, if you think about it, that's what he was doing. And so I just think this is such an important time, and I do think that this next election is going to be incredibly important. And I do want to say this about Robert, who we've gotten to know really since last year in this room, that my best work I did when I was a member of Congress was with a former prosecutor. All right, I won't say more than that, but I got it. And I say this, when Robert gets elected and when I become senator, we are going to go on a delegation meeting to Albania. We promise you that. We'll go to that. Yeah. We're going to do it. Yeah, that'll be exciting. Yeah, we'll get it. So, Father, do you want to open questions, or we can have a dialogue? I prefer that. Christy? We don't want her to answer questions because it's like, why did you take the trash out a day late last week or something?
Oh, no. I have tougher questions than that.
I want just to say how important it is to vote.
Yes.
How please, just to the families and friends, and don't hesitate. It is very important. Put in your Facebook and other things, it is private, his picture and the name. People have visual memory. It's very important. Bum, and it's there. Oh, Rogers, yeah, I'm putting here. Even if they are not, very much deep in politics and things, they do not, especially women, are more concerned with the family, and relatives. They do not go very deep. I see my sisters-in-law, but all times when we say, like when it was Nick Jonah, I said, when you see Jonah, of course, and Rogers, just do it. Lulgjuraj, just do it. Like this is extremely important. Don't keep to yourself and to the immediate family, even to friends. Talk about, so that the name will stick, in the mind, and after the ballot will be there, so it's very easy to do. I know that you cannot persuade the Democrats to do that, but still, yes. When you say you have a friend, even if he's a Republican, then you can vote for him. It is a friend of Albania.
Yeah.
Really is friend of Albania, friend of our community. Have been 2 times, to visit us, to hear our concerns and so on. So please do it. This is the most important. And after, for all the techniques and things, Robert will help us, and we have Joey there. Thank you very much.
Jamie.
Jamie will be perfect.
The most powerful endorsement a candidate will get is, it's not the president, although that's really good, and I did get the president's endorsement. That's a good thing.
It's Mike Rogers.
Yeah. No, it's not even that. You know what it is? It's an individual that somebody knows, talking to somebody they know and saying, I'm voting for fill in the blank.
Yeah.
I'm voting for Robert because he's my friend, or he's a great guy, or Mike Rogers because I met him, he's a great guy. His wife is great, he's okay. Yeah, I'll take all of that, right? I'll tell you, 99% of the time you will get that vote. That vote will happen because you can't meet everybody, but you all have your networks of people that will listen to you when you say, this is important, it's important for our community. Matter of fact, the father wants me to petition to have a J put on the end of my name.
Sometimes young people come and said, Father Fred, when they confess, said, I do arguing with my family. I said, arguing is good, because arguing comes from the word argument. So, for example, you say this table is beautiful, I say it's ugly. I say, give me arguments why. Pom, 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 pom. So you are not offending me. And you say, give me arguments why it's ugly, boom, boom, boom. I give something. So only when become personal enough to become fight. You see, same thing I can say, like I have friends, very good friends, they are Democrats. I didn't go to, like Jelosh, my cousin said, gelatik, just fighting. Like this, I said, hey, just I want to ask you one question. If your daughter says that I want to go to abort my baby, would you be happy? He said no. So you are a Republican. Would you like your son to divorce his wife just for? No, I would beg him. So you are a Republican. You see, do you like this country to open all the borders? And in 1 year, they will come, without exaggeration, they will come 300 million people from China. There will come maybe another 300 million people from India. There will come 100 millions from Africa, 120 million from South America. they come 100 millions from Europe, no country, and so America will be 2 billion, and then after what happened? Just arguing. I'm sorry, but I just told without. I said I have a room, empty room. I can give easy without causing any trouble or crisis to me to a homeless. Say, please live there, live with me. I'll give food and everything. But the whole point it is because one day he will come to me and say, would you please turn off the television? I want to sleep.
That's a good
And after he will bring his girlfriend, and after they are fighting there, you go, hey, you should not do like, can you get out? Because do you understand? That is the problem. That is the problem. This is not so how to resolve it. It means these are, you see, is not more personal. It became just argumentative. So give me arguments, I am perfect. That sense. So that it is what is good, how we can bring, because you know better than me, because the Clinton was when the Kosovo get, the independence, and Clinton happened to be Democrat. So actually, Kosovo to be independence, it was not Democrats' initiative.
Right time, right place.
No,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
no, it is America.
Monica got something to
No, it is America. It is America. It is American politics. Because right after the independence, George Bush, just say that I know as a state is the first country in the world, and America says, and Kosovo is a state, and after England, and boom, boom, boom. So these people are very much, and also, very much that we are very disturbed because in Albania, Democrats are like Republicans in America, and socialists are like Democrats in America. They are the left. And then after they are confused. They said, I am Democrat in Albania, so I am Democrat here. No. That it is what I can say, just to give arguments and not to fight.